welcome to Digitiser's Great British Days Out. You join me in the village of Albury for the beginning of our Hertfordshire tour. Here, Albury is home to a famous relic of the past that we are now going to go and have a look at. There's people everywhere.
Especially at the special thing that you wanted to talk about.
Now there's a boy by it. Oh, there's a bloke getting a bloody... Let's go there quickly. There's a bloke getting a lawnmower. He's looking at me. He's starting up. Okay, here's the thing, right? We wanted to... It's stocks, medieval stocks, right? They're 700 years old.
I mean...
They've been there for 700 years, and we bought some tomatoes. And the whole conceit was I'd be in the stocks and saying we'd throw the tomatoes at
I'm not
me.
sure we can hear you. You were saying?
So, there's some medieval stocks. They're 700 years old. The last person to be put in the stocks was in 1835. And we thought, well, we could
Reenact?
I was going to say update the history of the stocks by saying that the most recent person to be in the stocks was in 2023, which would be me. Unfortunately, the stocks are right near the duck pond, the historic duck pond, which is being drained literally as we speak. There's a bloke there.
Very noisily drained.
Very noisily drained. There's an old couple sitting next to the stocks.
There's people everywhere.
There's people everywhere. We thought we'd come to this.
Why is everyone out today?
This quiet, quaint village.
It's the noisiest village in Britain.
Did you bring the tomatoes?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I've got a plan.
All right.
But first, let's see if we can get the stocks in the background. Let's walk this way.
Okay.
So behind me are Albury stocks and whipping post.
Whipping post?
Yeah.
Wait, I can't see them. Oh, right.
The whole bloke's walking now.
Right. That wooden thing there, that was the stocks.
Yes, don't see me, we'll go over to it.
All right.
And the stocks we use for minor misdemeanors, such as blasphemy.
Blasphemy?
Yeah, so if you were a blasphemer, you would be put in the stocks, people would throw tomatoes at you. I don't know if they had them back then. They'd throw tomatoes, they'd belittle you. They were allowed to hit you.
What?
And they were allowed to empty their chamber pots over.
Oh
Now,
no!
if you had done something really bad, such as not going to church, apparently that was when you were tied to the whipping post and whipped.
Oh my goodness.
So,
well, how long has it been since you've been to church?
I think that's since I was whipped.
Have you
leave your comments below.
Have you blasphemed recently?
Yeah, probably when I saw how busy this bloody place was. I probably went, Jesus, it's busy.
Oh no!
So I need to go in the stocks, but I can't.
Yeah, it's so busy. People are just sitting on the benches.
They've got something better to do with their lives instead of
no
just sitting and watching the world.
There's a man
go by.
watching us.
There's a woman watching us now. This is awful. Give me a tomato. We'll go over to the stocks.
Okay. Not sure about this. This place is like the film Cocoon. Well, films Cocoon. Cocoon 1 and Cocoon 2.
We're drawing way too much attention to ourselves.
I know. This is worse than in an art gallery where everyone's just minding their own business. Oh no, look, there's a guy draining the pond.
We need to get out of here. Everyone's looking at us. Everyone's looking at us.
know. What's going on? Hey! Oh! Oh my god! That really hurt. Look at the red mark on my arm.
Good shot.
A bit too good. A bit too good of a shot.
You split the tomato with your arm.
I know. I know.
Good
That
shot.
was very painful.
Well, you shouldn't have blasphemed.
Don't you love how pretty this place is, though?
Yeah, I don't like how clearly middle class it is, let's face it. That's why they're all looking at us.
Yeah.
They're also probably saying, why is he wearing that coat on a really, really hot day? Oh, and there we go. There's a Union Jack over there.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Wait, is Union Jack the racist one? I thought the other one was
Bring the racist.
the flag.
We need to go.
Okay, let's go. That went well.
That was awful. That was worse than any of the other public filmings we've done.
This is not like Central London where people just ignore you.
They stared, all of them.
Also, can I just say, let it be known that we are so close to the place where we nearly had to call an ambulance for Paul, Mr. Biffo, when we went on a long walk. It was only meant to be a short walk.
Why have you brought that
And
up? Why have you
his-
brought that up?
his
No, we're going
competitive
now.
nature
You've told me not to
kicked in.
film until the.
We
I'm
were
putting
only
the
gonna
engine
walk
on.
for like
no,
45
you don't
minutes an
have
hour,
to
and he was
bring-
like, no,
you
I
don't
must
have to
complete
bring that up.
15-kilometre circuit.
I'm putting this. We're going.
And then his
no.
knees gave out.
Give me
But
my
we
give me
didn't
my
have any
agenda.
phone
Where's my
signal.
agenda?
Agenda.
My schedule. Where we're changing. No, you don't have to tell them about when my knee was bad.
And
It's
we were
embarrassing.
stuck in the middle of nowhere in the woods. Luckily, next on the agenda,
Yeah, that is what I've written out.
I didn't even get to do my good joke about stocks.
Yeah.
Because originally, before we knew that this was the
tell the thing.
most populated village in the UK, Paul was going to give us some lovely historical facts.
It's
and
too hot in
information
here. Can you
about
maybe turn the aircon off?
stocks. And I was going to say, oh yes, if you save your vegetable scraps and peelings
Give me the tomatoes.
and freeze them,
Give
and
me
then
the tomatoes.
and then you can make stock.
One good thing.
One good thing is now
One
we
good
have
thing.
several tomatoes left over.
To throw out the car.
No, don't do that. No, you can't. You're really.
Sweaty. I know, because we've been sat in the car while you've been waffling on, and it's a really hot day, and I was also wearing a really thick coat, because if I don't, everyone will go, all the same.
We need a summer coat. We need a summer version of the coat.
Right.
Like in wicking material.
What's this place called? Albury. Goodbye, Albury.
Don't, Paul! They're going to know it's you.
Oh, no.
The gardener's looking.
God, he was the one that... Okay, let's just get the hell out of here.
There's gardeners everywhere.
Let's get the hell out of here.
There's literally...
Get out of here! Look, more English flags everywhere. This is like being in the
Oh,
Wicker Man.
God.
I think we're being followed out of that last place.
What? By who?
That car behind us. They're following us. We're going to turn in a minute. If they follow us, they're coming after us because we threw a tomato and disrespected their perfect English village by not being perfect.
Oh no. Okay, which way are you going to turn?
No,
I mean, there's literally only one direction to go.
No, he's following, and he only indicated after I did. There's not one direction.
Oh, no,
Do you know the concept of a T-junction?
What if he's a
What do you mean there's only one direction you
What
can
if he's
go?
a plainclothes policeman? Oh no, he is following
Yeah, I know.
us.
Tomato police. Okay.
Oh, why did you leave the tomato there? Imagine he gives it to you and he goes, I believe this is yours, sir. And it's been run over and it's basically
I'm
just
not kidding.
pulp
He
now.
followed us out of the village.
Okay, try.
They were all looking at us.
Oh, don't
This is
say
like when I did
that.
knock down Ginger once, and
What's that?
well, you knock on someone's door and run away.
When you did it in front of a bunch of people?
No, I did it on a door, and the man came out and chased us in his car, his Alfa Romeo. I remember very clearly it was an Alfa Romeo.
And is this an Alfa Romeo? Oh God, I
think that's more like a Beta Romeo.
should park somewhere.
Okay,
and
I'm
see
going
if
to pull
he's-
over and see if he goes.
If he crashes into the back of us.
He is, he's in front of us. He's the bloody Albury secret police.
Oh no, the mayor.
Tomato cops. I am serious.
the
I am
mayor of-
worried. There's something about the way they're driving that is.
No, don't say that.
There is. I'm going to go here.
That's scary.
Let's see. Imagine if he pulls in. Okay, they've gone.
Thank God for that.
Okay.
Haha, psych, now we're following
Now
you.
he's going to pull in and then just come out behind us.
Now we're following you, Mayor of Aldbury.
Should we just, that would be an interesting thing to do, wouldn't it? Just follow someone. Go wherever they go.
It's kind of called stalking, Paul.
Well,
I'm not sure if it's legal.
Surely you have to know your victim if you're stalking.
I don't know, do you? Because
Also, I think there's a bit
following anyone could be considered intimidating behaviour.
If you're just following that car, it's just harmless fun to their house.
It might be considered intimidating behaviour.
And then stand there. Well, they were intimidating me before, so yeah. You join me here at St Mary's Church in the town of Northchurch, the next stop on our Hertfordshire tour. Northchurch was the final home of Peter the Wild Boy, a wild boy who was found in a forest in Hanover by George I. His daughter, Princess Caroline.
Hanover in Germany?
Yes, he had a home in Hanover. His daughter, Princess Caroline, begged her father to bring Peter home, where she spent years trying to educate Peter the Wild Boy. But he never was able to learn to read and write. And at his death at the approximate age of 70, the only words that Peter could say were Peter and King George. Peter, he was a bit of a phenomenon. Daniel Defoe wrote about him. And you know, he was the first, I think, documented feral child.
First?
Yeah.
Wow.
When Princess Caroline, or Charlotte, I can't remember, began with a C.
Sorry.
Yep. Failed to be able to educate him. She gave up on him, and he was left in the care of one of the Queen's maids.
Oh.
And here in the town of Northchurch. And it's here at St Mary's Church in Northchurch where Peter is buried, and we're going to go and have a look at his grave and point at it.
Let's do it. Is that disrespectful?
What?
Pointing at a grave?
I don't think he cares. He was a wild boy. Wild boys! Hey. This grave belongs to someone called Evan Evans. What's that about? He claims he was 99 years old.
Wow. Good going, Evan Evans. That's
You
very
reckon-
beautiful carving. I think they deserve a point for that.
Do you reckon Evan Evans was the lead singer of the band Evanescence? Standing here at the entrance to St Mary's Church, I'm struck by how small the grave of Peter the Wild Boy is, directly opposite the entrance here. And I'm left to ponder, what was life like for a wild boy in the 18th century?
Is this the grave of Evan the Wild Boy?
No, it's not Evan. It's not Evan the Wild Boy. It was Evan Evans. It's Peter the Wild Boy.
Oh, Peter the Wild Boy.
Peter's not a difficult name to remember. It's quite a common name.
Oh, there was a lot of talk about Evan though.
Yes.
In the
it wasn't
meantime.
Evan Evans the Wild Boy. Peter the Wild Boy.
Is this his grave?
No,
Oh, sorry. How unfair is it?
Hastings
So,
Hatchet.
okay, so look at this fancy grave. Look at that fancy gravestone. Fancy gravestone. Look at this one. Extremely fancy gravestone. Let's see the gravestone that Peter the Wild Boy got given. Let's see how fair this world is. That.
I'm wondering.
Yes.
Look here,
Yeah.
right? There's a big slope here. Where's Peter buried? Was
He might have been.
tiny?
He might have shrunk. You said he lived till 99. 100.
No,
70.
I said 70.
Seven.
Evan Evans. You're obsessed with Evan Evans. You
77.
don't even know who Evan Evans was.
He's
He lived
the
to
founder of
99.
Evanescence.
Peter the Wild Boy has a very, not shallow, but like short grave.
It's tiny. Maybe...
Okay, stop moving the camera around. We can get footage to drop in afterwards. It makes people feel sick when you do that.
Makes me feel sick too.
Don't do it. So either he had his torso bisected, his legs cut off.
They were like, this is the only space we can give him, this tiny space. Quick, chop him up.
Yeah.
No, that's really grim. I can't say that.
Don't say that.
I don't say that.
Grave. Anyway, let's just have a moment of quiet reflection at Peter the Wild Boy's grave.
Let's do that. I mean, like, seriously though. We do like him.
No, I mean, it's great.
I'm having respect. No, I am. Now it sounds like I'm joking and I'm not. Like, I am seriously.
There's actual graves there. We shouldn't be doing this. Like recent graves.
Oh no.
Yeah, and now you've been disrespectful.
I'm being respectful.
And I want to be respectful. So
I want to be respectful.
Paying my respects to the original Wild Boy. Wild Boys. It's long enough. You know what that is?
I believe it is a boot scraper.
That's right.
So that you can scrape the boots, the mud and the snow from your boots before you enter the church.
The church?
The church.
You don't get them anymore, presumably because we have tarmac roads. If you think about it, that's why they used to have them. It was muddy.
I see. I think people still use it. Would you want to demonstrate how to use it? That's skill.
See, like that.
That's beautiful.
It's easy. Easy. Probably anyone could do it. Are you filming?
What did you? Yeah. What did you just say?
Something smells here. I think this tree smells.
Smells of what?
Smell the tree. Smell the tree. There is a smell here.
This tree is odorless. Maybe it's in the grass.
I don't shit. Let's go to our next site.
Even song. It's the opposite of odd song.
An odd song would be something like Well, our next stop was here in the village of Little Gaddesden, which was Jarman's coffin. Jarman's coffin.
You said you weren't going to do that in the video.
Well, I've done it now. I was doing Michael Jackson. Jarman.
Yeah.
It was something else I said I wasn't going to do in the video.
I realised that afterwards.
Now you draw attention to it. Now everyone's going to say, well, what sort of things does he say off camera? Now they're all going to think I'm like racist and stuff. Because I probably say things off camera that are racist and things.
No one assumed that. It could have just been really rude. Oh, nearby a personal hotspot. Cancel.
Okay.
Well, it stopped filming to tell me that.
So Jarman's coffin is this unusual chimney that is purported to be a coffin on the roof of a house, which there was a fella called Jarman who never got over. Do you know what? I was meant to look up this information. It doesn't really matter because Jarman's coffin, I'll drop a picture of it in. Turns out it is just a chimney. It's not a coffin at all.
And it never was a coffin?
No, it never was. It was just a rumour. And also, the reason why I'm just talking to you in the car is because you can't even see it. It's covered.
They blocked it off,
Yeah,
didn't
it
they?
used to be open to the public, this house that had the Jarman's coffin on the roof. And there's just like huge trees and bushes. We got a glimpse of it, but it's not going to be very interesting a film.
What's this town called? Little Gaddesden. Gaddesden. Who is the man with the most storage in Little Gaddesden?
Big Gaddesden. I don't know. It's not a time for joking.
Philip Jarman.
What's that?
He's got loads of jars.
Oh, you could have said Derek Jarman, and then he's a director.
Is he?
I've Okay, we're approaching the famous magic roundabout, which you can see here on the left. That sign, Sonia.
Yeah.
You can get that. It's a roundabout surrounded by a lot of other little roundabouts. Now, I know a lot of people from overseas come to the UK and they don't understand the concept of a roundabout. Now, imagine this. So here we are, the first mini roundabout. So I don't even know what the hell. So you go around this roundabout. Hopefully we're coming off this first exit, but yeah, there is another roundabout to come off the first exit. So we're in Hemel Hempstead, in case you haven't figured it out. There we are. That was easy, wasn't it? Because
just one roundabout.
That one was, yeah. When we go back, we'll probably have to go around multiple mini roundabouts. But the thing is, I found that quite easy because I'm a super skilled driver.
All right, are we allowed in here?
Sheep grazing, dogs on leash, so we're all right.
All right.
You join us here now on the outskirts of Hemel Hempstead on Box Moor, situated here between two busy roads, which is appropriate as our final destination is the resting place of the last highwayman to be executed in Britain, Robert Snooks. Come and join us as we have a look at it. Sheep in here. There's loads of sheep everywhere. Oh, it's going to be sheep shit, isn't there? Yeah. There, look. Sheep shit. Sheep shit everywhere. Robert Snooks' real name was James Snooks. Robert is believed to have been taken from his chosen profession, which was robber. His final crime, which led to his death by hanging, which actually happened near this site, was robbing a post boy for the princely sum of about £80. The punishment for highway robbery was generally transportation to one of the penal colonies, such as Australia. However, Snooks had a bit of a history of robbing people, including over near Salisbury. This was not his first crime, and therefore they decided that the only punishment for him, due to the fact that not only did he steal money, but he scattered the post that he didn't want all across Box Moor, that it posed such a disruption to the British economy that hanging was the only option for him. Before I approach the grave of Robert Snooks, I'm going to approach these sheep to prove my affinity with animals and the natural world. Oh, shit everywhere. Hello? Hello? Bah. Bah. See, they love me. Oh, now you've scared them off. Buying their trust, you come in like some sort of massive freaking like hurricane.
They're still trusting, look.
Okay.
Hi.
Will you please stand still?
Hi, guys.
Will you stand still, please? I'm going to get closer.
Hello, everybody. What's
Unbelievable, Sam. Unbelievable.
what's going
We're about
on?
to have a sheep moment. And you scared them all off with your behaviour.
Well, this is your challenge now. Regain their trust.
Guys.
Look at that big poo.
Yeah, I know. I'm in basically the middle of it.
You're in a
Now,
swamp.
every time you move, they walk off.
I need to
No,
go on this side.
every single time you move, they move off. So, tripped over that. Made them move. You've approached again, haven't you?
I've stayed perfectly still.
No, you've moved, bloody hell. What is the point of me trying to be a sheep whisperer if you're going to move around?
Wait, let's do it again. Look, I think they just wanted to go into the sunshine a little
No, they
bit.
didn't. They wanted to get away from you.
No, they love me. Look at this one. That's the look of love.
Okay.
The look.
If I go forwards, stop it. If I go forwards, will you assure me that you will not move? Please.
Please.
I seriously want to see if I can do this.
Okay, go do it.
Let's go. shit flies.
I bet one of us has trodden in sheep
Yeah,
poo.
one of us has trodden in sheep poo, and it'll be you. Why are you moving?
Because you're
moving
in
around.
the sun.
Good. So this is these markers. It's not actually his grave here, but these mark the approximate site of where Snook was buried. He was actually hung on the spot where he committed his crime, which was tradition back in the day. Imagine that now. Imagine if you hijacked a plane and that was still the tradition. You'd have to be hung in the air. Matt, has anyone ever been hung or hung themselves in a plane? There's not enough floor to ceiling capacity really, is
It's
there?
very grim as a conversation topic.
It's a thought though, isn't it? Or imagine...
I mean, I don't think you have enough, unless you're going to sort of hang yourself out of a plane.
You could hang yourself out of one or a balloon.
But
you
then-
could hang from a balloon.
Like a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
Not like lots of helium balloons.
No.
This is the noisiest countryside I've ever been in.
I mean, it's barely countryside, is it? It's just a strip of country.
Apparently this is not countryside. This, to Mr. Biffo, Paul Rose, is not countryside.
Whoa. Like, there's all the Hemel Hempstead tower blocks that way. No, stop
Can't see
moving
any
the camera.
tower blocks.
Stop moving
All
the
I
camera.
see is
the
sheep
way it
and
works.
trees.
The way it works, once again, is you just focus on me and then we drop in footage that we take afterwards. That's the way it works. So it looks like we've got multiple cameras all happening at once, but you also have the benefit of not making people feel seasick with your terrible camera work. Do you understand?
Yes,
Good. Now,
completely understand.
look what we've got there. A41, literally a motorway. Okay, an A road.
You got yourself.
There we have the A41, a big road. We have Hemel there. We have another busy road there. I don't know what road that is. The B something probably. And so this is the countryside. What the countryside is about like 500 feet across.
Well, I mean,
It's not
I
really.
see
Stop moving the bloody camera, Sanya.
I see rolling hills to the left.
Stop moving the freaking camera. Seriously, stop moving the camera because I have to edit it.
I see.
And I know you don't need to move the camera like that. That's the end of our tour of Hertfordshire. I hope you found it useful and interesting. I hope you've been able to hear us on this last bit,
Me too.
given the volume of the traffic.
Can I ask for a fact? May
Yeah.
I ask for a
You may.
fact, please? So, this grave here, there's a tiny little gravestone that kind of looks like a road marker.
Yes.
And then there's a big brick.
Yes, I
What's
can
the
tell. I think,
brick?
well, the big brick is the headstone. Now that was originally laid after he was hung. 2 days later, they dug him up. for
At
some
school, they
reason.
taught us you have to say hanged, not hung. They say when it's a matter of the death, the way of dying, it's always hanged.
Do you want my
That's
fact?
what-
Do you
that's
want my
what they
facts or
taught
not?
us.
Do you want my facts
I mean,
or
unless
not?
or maybe the
Do you want my fact or do
Australian
you just wanna
education
correct me?
system is.
Do you want my
different.
fact or are you just going to correct me with your Australian
I'm
nonsense?
not correcting. I'm just offering an alternative.
Yeah, don't forget, Australia used to be a penal colony with the likes of Snook.
Penal.
Yeah, penal. Okay, so the headstone was marked where he was originally buried.
Right.
Well, no, he was originally buried near where he was hung, and they dug him up and they buried him here for some reason. Near here.
Just in this
But they don't
approximate
know.
area.
They don't know
We
the
could
exact
be-
area, but this marks the approximate area. Now,
We could be standing on the place where he was buried.
I could be good. He was a bad man.
Is it disrespectful though?
To what?
The sheep are coming. Oh my god,
Good.
they're coming towards
Because you've been
us.
standing still for a while.
It is true. They do just follow each other. Oh, there's little lambs with them.
Do you want my fact about the footstone? No,
There
I'm
are
not going to tell you
little
now.
lambs.
Headstone, footstone.
Look.
Forget it. No.
Look, lambs.
Where? Where are the
Right
lambs?
there, next to their mum.
Just slightly smaller sheep.
Yeah, lambs.
Smaller sheep. Slightly smaller sheep.
That's what lambs are.
Anyway, I'm not giving you the fact about what that other
No,
stone
please
is.
give us
No,
the fact.
I'm not.
Don't punish everyone else because I saw some sheep.
Right, were you ever in class when you were at school made to stay behind because one person was naughty or talking?
Yeah, everyone hated that.
Okay, that's what's happening now. That's what's happening
Don't
now.
do that to everyone
Everyone
else.
watching this is being punished because of your behaviour.
But they love the sheep as well. Look, that one's biting
Okay,
itself.
what's it got to do with
Biting
the
its
sheep?
back.
Yeah, done. I'm done.
Oh, no, tell us what the stone is.
This has been British Great.
Tell us what the
No,
stone
I'm all
is.
agitated now. This has been Great British Days Out. I hope you've enjoyed it, even though it's been terrible. We didn't see the coffin on the roof. It's only ruined everything again. Shit everywhere.